All right, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Happy Friday. Too Easy Sports Betting. I'm Trice Too Easy, guys. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button. You've been here, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment. It helps me on my channel a lot. And lastly, if you'd like to join my sports betting community and Discord server, it'll be in the pinned comment and in the description of the video. Okay, so quick review of yesterday, then we'll go over the slate. I'll talk about every game, give you guys my leans. Then I'll give you guys my final plays that I actually am putting money on. Show you guys a few ladders or home run plays. Today I have home run plays because I couldn't find any good strikeout ladders. Then I'll show you a few player props and I'll get you guys out of here. So to review yesterday, guys, first things first is this: lost everything. Under 8.5, lost. Cardinals team total, lost. They couldn't score on a fucking call up. Pirates lost by 1. But I just put hell losses on here just to emphasize how bad of an L streak I'm on. So the method I've been using on my bankroll for a really long time now is just top-down volume betting. So I bet 50 to 100 bets a day. They all have an edge, and I just compile my edge, and it's grown my bankroll rapidly. However, these last 2 days, variance has came and put me in a fucking headlock. Now, yesterday, I was able to squeak away with a little bit, like 0.01 profit of a unit, because I hit like a really lucky top of the 7th home run bet, and then I hit a couple other home run bets, so I ended up slightly profitable. Yesterday, though, here's my record in 2 days. 22 wins, 94 losses in 2 days. That's my record. So yesterday I went down about 20 units. I'm not even joking. I got fucking slaughtered. It happens. I've been doing this a long time now, this style of betting. Sometimes you win that much, sometimes you lose that much. Just is what it is. It's just variance. But yeah, 22 wins, 94 losses. And it's not like anything crazy, guys. Majority of the bets are minus 110 to plus 110 odds. They're very standard plays that I think actually have a decent chance to win. And I just bet them all, and wow, the variance is here and it's whooping my ass right now. So hopefully today we can break out of it and move on, because god damn, it hurts. So yeah, I had to knock the bankroll down a tier and reduce units today because I lost so much that I grow my bankroll every $1,000 now. So if I'm like say I'm at 8,000, I go to 9,000, then I'll up my unit size. If I go to 9 to 10,000, I'll up my unit size. I actually had to drop down a unit tier. I lost so much. So very fun. Anyways, let's get into the slate review, talk about each of these games, and hopefully we can have a good day. So first game on the list, we got Pirates and the Cubs, and we got the Marlins and the Nationals. You got Paul Skeens and Cade Horton on the bump in this first one. So Paul Skeens, as we all know, he's lights out. He's excellent. I mean, it kind of just is what it is. He's one of the best pitchers in baseball. He remains that way, and I'm sure that he does just fine and dominates. On the flip side, Cade Horton sitting on a 4 ERA for the Cubs, and the Cubs used a lot of their better arms yesterday. I think this is a Pirates spot. I think they win this game. The problem is their bats have just completely they just can't score. I mean, I don't even know what to say. Like they literally cannot score right now. So if I had to bet this game, I'm betting the Pirates, but the Cubs are a really good team and the Pirates bats have just disappeared. So, you know, I mean, they've been shit all year, but they can't score any. So take it as you will. Probably stay away, but I bet the Pirates. Next game, Marlins and the Nationals. You got Edward Cabrera and Mitchell Parker. For this one here, guys, Edward Cabrera, I'm not impressed with him. Some people think he's okay, some don't. I don't like him at all. I think he walks too much and gets hit too much. I just don't trust him. Flip side, Mitchell Parker with a 4 ERA as well. These two have about a combined about 8 ERA. Mitchell Parker, he goes 5-6 innings. He gets hit quite a bit, walks quite a bit. He's home run prone. I don't really like him either. I understand why the total is at 9, though I do think it is a little bit high. The wind's zooming out of the park. The weather's nice. I can see it getting there. This is a tough one. If I had to pick, I think I'd lean the over 9, but I'd try to wait until there's like an 8.5, like an 8.5 becomes available. I would take that. I don't know about the 9. It's tough, guys. It probably just faded. I'm not sure how to cap it. I don't know who wins. Next game, you got the Blue Jays and the Phillies. You got Kevin Gausman and Ranger Suarez. So Kevin Gausman sitting on a 3.87 ERA. Ranger Suarez 2.7, lights out lefty, they call him. Kevin Gausman, I don't really trust him. I don't like inconsistent pitchers. Sometimes he'll go 4 innings, sometimes he'll go 8, sometimes he'll go 5, sometimes he'll go 6. It's very hard to cap pitchers like that. I will say though, they continue to win his games. Somehow, some way, they win his games. Flip side, Ranger Suarez, he's lights out. excellent. He started off a little bit rough and he's been lights out ever since. I mean, he's going 6-7 a game. No one's touching him. No one's squaring him up. And he's striking the shit out of people. No one can make good contact with him. I think for this game, you probably I'd bet the Blue Jays. I bet the Blue Jays based off of how good they've been and how good their numbers are versus lefties. I know Ranger Suarez is good. I know that. But right now, the way these Blue Jays are playing, I don't see how you could get away from them. I don't see how you cannot feel good betting the Blue Jays right now in their current form. Baseball's streaky, and right now, them boys are on fire. I do think Ranger Suarez is good, but I also think he's capable of having a meltdown, and I think he's seen some shit lineups lately. Pirates twice, Rockies, Braves, Brewers. Congratulations. Let me see you do what you've been doing to them versus these red hot Blue Jays. So Blue Jays money line for me if I were to bet it. Okay, guys. Next game, you got the Angels and you got the Orioles. You got Jack Kanowskowitz and Charlie Morton. Battle of the fucking bums. Heavyweight battle of the bum showdown. Jack Kanowskowitz and Charlie Morton. These two are terrible. Listen, for this one, guys, this is very difficult. Hold on, I'm getting a bunch of work texts. God damn it. All right. Obviously you off the rip, you just want to bet the over. It's very easy to just instantly look to the over and go, okay, over 10.5. The problem is either one of these teams can come out here and not hit the ball at all. I do trust the Angels bats a lot more than the Orioles, and maybe the Orioles bats are coming alive. The weather's not terrible. I think if I were to bet it, I would lean the Angels or the over. If it's a shootout, I'm leaning the Angels every time. I trust their bats. I trust their power. I think they are actually a better team. If I were to bet this, it'd be over or Angels, but it's really hard to cap. I probably wouldn't put no money on it. Okay, guys. Next games. We got the Reds versus the Tigers and the Rays versus the Mets. For this Reds versus Tigers, you got Nick Martinez on the bump for the Reds, and for the Tigers, you got Brant Herter. Brant is like a relief pitcher. He goes a couple innings and they pull him. Tigers on a bullpen day versus the Reds, and the wind and the weather is terrible. Wind's blowing in at like 20 miles per hour, massive reduction in home runs and runs. I think this is going to be a scrappy, hard-fought game, and I can't get away from the Reds here. I like the Reds in these situations. I like their base running. I like their speed. I like their defense in these hard-to-score games where the home run ball is kind of taken out of the equation. That's when I like to back the Reds, and that's when I like to fade the Tigers, is when they can't just walk up there and hit the shit out the ball and score off home runs. Certain teams I like in this spot, the Reds are one of them. Reds money line is where I would lean, and also we know the Tigers bullpen's basically the worst bullpen in baseball. I don't know what happened to them, but they're terrible. So, yeah. Next game. We got the Rays and we got the Mets. You got Taj Bradley and you got Clay Holmes. Big pitching advantage for the Mets. I do not like Taj Bradley at all. I think he's terrible. He's home run prone, couple walks a game. He gets hit, and every time there's runners in scoring position, he gives it up. He just is not clutch at all. Flip side though, Clay Holmes. I mean, he's going 6-7 innings a game. Nobody's really touching him, but he's home run prone. Again, he has a 3 ERA, guys. He's given up 7 home runs in his last 5 starts. If he could stop noodle arming a ball right dead center over the plate every game, he'd be probably Cy Young contender. His only earned runs come from him giving up the home run ball. This is a very hard one to cap, guys. I honestly have no idea. If I'm betting it, I'm probably leaning the Mets just because the Rays bats have disappeared again and the Mets are a good team, but the Mets bats aren't that impressive either. And again, that home run being so home run prone, I do worry about Clay. I can't call this. I have no idea. Flip a coin. I genuinely have no idea who wins this game. Don't know how you pick a side. Next games, we got the Yankees and the Red Sox and the Rockies and the Braves. Yankees, Red Sox, Ryan Yarbrough. And then we got Garrett Crochet for the Red Sox. Massive pitching advantage for the Red Sox. Look, Ryan's not very good. He's given up a home run in every one of his games. He doesn't walk much. He doesn't even really get hit much. He goes 5-6 innings. He just always gives up the home run ball. It's just such an Achilles heel to pitchers when they always give up that home run ball. He's basically like a worse Clay. I just don't trust him. And man, these Red Sox have so much power. And he's a lefty versus the Red Sox. So, I mean, I'm gonna pray for him, but on the flip side, he got Garrett Crochet. He's a lefty versus these Yankees, but he's really, really good. However, the Yankees just saw him, and he went 6 innings, 6 hits, 5 runs. So God, it's hard to cap this game. Yankees are plus money after seeing him recently. I almost think you take the Yankees money line and the Yankees on the run line if you were to bet it. The Yankees being plus money to me is weird. I know the Red Sox are good versus lefties. Maybe that's the angle here, but like, so are the Yankees, and they hit the fuck out of Crochet last time they saw him. So, God, I'd have to be on the Yankees and the Yankees on the run line if I were to bet it, but the odds don't make any sense to me, so be cautious. Next game, Rockies, Braves. You got German Marquez. Him and Antonio Sensatella are just the worst pitchers we've ever seen. Literally bring tear to your eyes even trying to watch them. German goes 5 innings or so a game. He gets hit a ton. He gives up a lot of walks, he gave up 3 home runs last game versus the Mets. This dude's just awful. Every single game he gives up, like, he has a 7 ERA. That tells you everything you need to know. Flip side, Bryce Elder. He's not great either, but he did coming off one of his best games. He went 8 innings with 3 hits and only 1 run versus the Giants. That was impressive. But prior to that, every team he saw is hitting him up. Red Sox, Nationals, Pirates, Dodgers. Everybody shelled him, and he's walked a lot. For me, though, the Braves are just playing good ball, and the Rockies are just beyond backable. They are just so awful. I know they came back and won miraculously yesterday. They're so bad. They are just such a bad team. There's no angle here. There's no place to make a bet. If I were to bet it, Braves by 2.5, but I won't touch this. I'm not taking the Braves to win by 3. Okay, next game, White Sox, Rangers, Athletics, and the Royals. For the White Sox game, we got Adrian Hauser, and he is excellent. He is so good. He goes 6 innings every game. He doesn't give up any runs. He doesn't give up hard contact. He doesn't give up home runs. He is so good. I can't say enough about him. One of my favorite pitchers in the league right now, Adrian Hauser. He's excellent. Flip side, Luis Severino, ass. Giga Omega ass. Trash. Put a fork in him. He's terrible. He goes 5-6 innings. He gives up tons of hits, tons of runs, tons of walks. This dude is so ass. There's just, to add up how many times he's been hit his last 5 games, you need a calculator. He's terrible. That said, it's the White Sox. That's what makes this hard. This is not right. This should say the White Sox are versus the why does that say Rangers? The White Sox are versus the Athletics, aren't they? Hold on a second, guys. My bad. That's on me. No, they're versus the Rangers. Why do I have Luis Severino as his opponent? Sorry, guys. He's because we don't know who's pitching yet. I see what the problem is. We don't know who's pitching yet. For the Rangers. So disregard what I said about Luis Severino. Carry that forward to the next game. For now, it's White Sox with their ace on the bump versus the Rangers. And we don't know who's pitching. I think you back the White Sox and you take them on the run line today as well and try to crack their dumbass upside the head. If you want to be less greedy and be safe, take the White Sox plus 1.5. Rangers are wore down. All their good arms are cooked and their bullpen arms are cooked. And now it's versus the White Sox, and they probably want to give pretty much all their arms a rest day. Probably don't really care if they win or lose this. And you have the White Sox best pitcher. He is lights out Hauser. I'd be on the White Sox today. Now, Athletics and the Royals, Luis Severino, everything I said still stands. He's god awful. You can't add up how many hits he's had. He's home run prone. He's walk prone. He's terrible. Flip side, I shouldn't say he's home run prone. He actually hadn't given up any before last game when he gave up 2, but he's still given up so many runs and so many hits. He's unbackable. Flip side, Michael Walker for the Royals, 3 ERA, 5, 6, 7 innings a game. He's a very, very manageable, backable pitcher. He's going to go in there. He's going to give you about 6 innings, 2 to 3 runs, and he's going to come out. He's everything you'd like to have in one of your starting pitcher rotations. Very good pitcher. Problem is they can't hit the ball, and the Athletics can. I think this game's dead even. I don't think there's an angle on either side. If I were to bet it, you probably just go with the plus money. There's no way the Royals should be minus 160 when they can't score. If I were betting this, it would be the Athletics, but I won't be putting money on that. Okay, guys. Anyways, next games. We got the Twins, we got the Astros, and then we got the Cardinals, and we got the Brewers. Chris Paddock for the Twins, Colton Gordon for the Astros. Chris Paddock's been pretty solid, very, very manageable. He's going deep into games lately, especially. He's going about 6, 7 innings a game. Not many hits, not many hard contact or home runs. not even too many walks. He's a very manageable pitcher. You know, he's going to go 6-7 innings, give up 2-3 runs and come out. Similar to Michael Walker. Like, he's really good. You'd like to have him in your rotation. Flip side, you got Colton Gordon. He's ass. Giga Omega ass. 5 innings a game with a 5 ERA. Do you know how bad you got to be to only go 5 innings and have a 5 ERA? Ass. Tons of hits. Just tons of hits and hard contact. Not even super home run prone. Tons of hits and tons of hard contact. He just marshmallows the ball over the plate and everybody squares him up. For me, the Twins being plus money today is insane. I'd be on the Twins money line if I were to bet this game. Next, Cardinals and the Brewers. Eric Fedde and Freddie Peralta, the strikeout king. Tough one. This one's tough because I'd love to back the Cardinals here. But it's like, how can you? Their bats have suddenly they went, I start praising their offense and now they've become like the worst offense in baseball. This is a very hard game to cap. I don't think the Brewers should be minus 150. I don't think these Cardinals bats stay down forever, but right now they are. As far as the pitching matchup goes, I think it's relatively similar. I think slight advantage to Freddie Peralta, but not much. Eric Fedde's been super manageable himself. And they both go about 5-6 innings, and he got the bullpens. Cardinals bullpen's ass. I get the price of the Brewers, but I'm not going to lay it at minus 150. If I had to bet it, though, that's probably where I would go. With the current Cardinals form, I think you go to Brewers minus 150 and hope you get your money back. Next game. Padres, D-backs, Stephen Koliak versus Ryan Nelson on the bump. Ryan Nelson, relief turn starter. He's going, 4 or 5 innings a game, not giving up many home runs, not giving up many runs in general, and he's not walking a lot. He's actually looked pretty good. His last start was his worst versus the Reds. 3 innings, 4 hits, 7 runs, and a homer. It was terrible with 4 walks. It was awful. Prior to that, though, he's been very good. Every pitcher has a meltdown game. Throw that out as an outlier. He's solid. Stephen Koliak, though, for the Padres, he's also just excellent. He goes about 5 innings. He walks a bit too much for me, but he doesn't get hit much, and he doesn't give up homers, and he doesn't give up hard contact. So it's okay. But for me, a guy who does kind of walk a lot and does get touched, going versus a team like the Diamondbacks, who are just on fucking fire right now, I worry about him. I think you'd have to lean the Diamondbacks. The books agree, but minus 135 is juicy, and the Pirates look like they're trying to come alive. So bet it at your own risk. I would lean the Diamondbacks, but I worry the Padres can fight this game. Next game, we got the Guardians and the Mariners, Gavin Williams and Luis Castillo, the good one. Dead even game. Dead even lineups, dead even pitchers, dead even defenses, dead even bullpens, dead even. This is just dead even across the board. There's no way to cap this game. They almost have the same ERAs. They both go like the same amount of innings. There's no way to cap this, guys. Absolutely no way. I have no idea. Flip a coin. I have no way how to cap that game. Then the last game of the day, you got the Giants and you got the Dodgers. Logan Webb and Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Can't wait to watch this drunk on a Friday night. No idea. No idea. I think the only thing I can say is this is going to be a low scoring affair. I do not think the Dodgers get to Logan. I do not think the Giants get to anybody right now. Under. I don't think this thing gets cooked unless the Dodgers score 6 by themselves. And with Logan Webb pitching going 7-8 innings, I don't see that happening. As the year goes on, I will be worried. They see Webb a few times. They get used to like ground ball pitchers. The Dodgers get used to them weak contact pitchers. I'm sure they can get to sending him. Right now, though, Webb looks excellent. He's in good form, and no one's really touching him. It's still early. Under 7.5 happily. I love the under here. Okay, guys. So final plays. What am I on? What did I put capital on? I'm on the Blue Jays money line. I think they do great today. I'm on the Reds money line again versus them Tigers scrapping it out with bad weather and wind blowing in. I love Reds in those spots. And then I'm on the Dodgers and Giants under 7.5. Under 7.5 for me with a lean to the Giants money line possibly, but under 7.5, Reds money line, Blue Jays money line. That's the play for the day. Do not have any strikeout ladders, so I got home run plays instead. I'm on Luis Garcia for the Nationals at plus 800 to go long and hit a fucking bomb. I'm on Jackson Merrill again. He's due plus 600. And I'm on Lars Nootbaar. These Cardinals bats ain't going to stay cold forever. He's going to wake them up tonight at plus 750. All right, guys, look at a couple props. And then I'm going to get you boys out of here with a bag tonight. Props I'm on. Adrian Hauser, over 17 and a half outs. Guys, first of all, the Rangers bats are nothing impressive. There's no reason to assume that they're the one team who stops him from going 18 outs. You know, it would just, it's 6 innings. There's no, Adrian Hauser is one of the best pitchers in the league. The Rangers bats are not good. He's going 6 innings. You're getting this in almost even money. It's insane. Adrian Hauser, this is probably my favorite play of the entire day. Adrian Hauser over 17 and a half outs. Next, Ranger Suarez over 4.5 strikeouts versus the Blue Jays. I know the Blue Jays are good. I know they murder lefties. That plays into the strikeouts though, because they hit lefties so hard and hit them so well. They're either going to send him out the park or they're going to strike out. They'll be swinging and trying to hit him. No, they're all aware of how good they are versus lefties. So they will be swinging. Gives him a lot of strikeout chances, and he's only missed it once all season. Love Ranger Suarez for his Ks. And lastly, a guy we've backed quite a bit who's done very well for us is Vinny Pasquantino to just get a single. This dude just, I mean, my God. It started off 50-50, and in his last 20, like, what is this? This dude gets a single every game, and tonight he's versus Luis Severino, who always gives up singles. So I don't see any world where tonight he can't just come out here and get a single. So that's what I'm on, guys. That's all the plays for today. Let's get out of here. Let's have a good Friday, and let's crack these folks.